Hi, everybody. This is Silvio Canto in Dallas, Texas on Tuesday, March the 12th, and welcome to our video commentary. Well, Speaker Pelosi said in an interview here over the last couple of days that she was not going to focus on impeachment, that she didn't think it would be worth it, that it would be too divisive and so on, and therefore she was going to pull impeachment off the table. Now, a lot of people are reacting to it. I happen to think that it was a pretty rational decision by Nancy Pelosi because I think she's looked at the political panorama and concluded rationally that impeachment at this point would only be partisan. You're probably not going to get a single Republican to go along with it. And if it got to the Senate, it wouldn't get past 67 votes. So it would just be divisive, and it would actually, in my opinion, come back to hurt the Democrats. The problem with impeachment is that you have to have impeachable offenses. You can't just impeach someone because he defeated Hillary Clinton in 2016. That's not an impeachable offense. And everything else that has been thrown at President Trump, well, nothing is impeachable. I mean, you may not like his personality, you may not like his tweets or whatever, but in 2020 you can change him and change him politically, that is, through an election. So I think the speaker was simply being realistic. Now, of course, the problem for the speaker is that I don't think she's got a lot of influence with the Democrat Party at this moment, particularly the Democrat Party in the House. I think the left wing of the Democrat Party will literally drink poison if that's what it takes to get Donald Trump. So I think her biggest problem is not going to be with people like me who think that her position on impeachment is pretty rational. It's going to be with the people in the Democrat Party who believe that impeachment is necessary for the survival of our country. In fact, some of them, this lady up in Michigan, is already saying she's going to introduce articles of impeachment. Again, I don't know what these articles of impeachment are going to look like, because my understanding of the Constitution is that you have to have evidence of high crimes and misdemeanors. And so far, no one's presented any evidence of that against President Trump. Now, we understand the Mueller report is going to come out this week, and God only knows what Mr. Mueller will write, but all the speculation is that he's not going to say anything too dramatic. So we're down to the same thing. Are there any impeachable offenses? The answer is no. And I think that another thing to consider too for the Democrats is that if you go into impeachment mode, you're basically taking the next 5 to 6 months, because look what happened. I mean, many of us who lived through the Clinton impeachment, the impeachment actually began in October, and it wasn't over until February. So you took about 3 or 4 months of your political life to argue about impeachment and then later conviction in the Senate. So it would basically wipe out much of 2019 as a legislative year, putting the Democrats in a very difficult position of not having anything to show for their majority in this Congress. So I think Speaker Pelosi made a rational decision. The question is, are the people in her party going to follow her? And that's a big question. It's a big question, because I think the Democrats are deeply divided, a lot more divided, I believe, that the media is telling us. I mean, they are in deep, deep divisions. And we haven't seen all of it yet, by the way. We haven't seen all of it. Wait until we get into the primaries, and wait until these presidential candidates really start going at each other. Then you're really going to see a divided political party. Well, thank you for watching. We have all of these on YouTube, on Twitter, and on my blog. And if today is your birthday, happy birthday. Bye-bye, everybody.